Okay, guys, should be back now. How's this? No, well, let me make sure. Let me make sure you guys are hearing me okay, and then I'll tell you exactly why this happened. And it's enough to really piss me off. You got it. Okay. Um, the uh, the other day I got an update from Windows on the computer, and they fucking reset everything. I was a full hour before I could get started recording videos. That I think it was Sunday morning. That morning, just trying to find all the shit that they changed on me, and I'd forgotten we haven't streamed since then. So they had also turned off all my associations and Streamlabs. So it didn't know which mic to go to or anything. Yeah, that's fucking uh, Windows for you. BTG says, I always knew ugly fucking ogres existed. Oh, UFOs. I like ogres. I like UFOs too. Yeah, that's what I was just making reference to. I don't know if you guys saw that in the news over the weekend. We've talked about the possibility of UFOs so often. I thought it'd be something fun to bring up today, and I didn't have enough time to game. I got to make sure I head out by 2:30 my time, a little over an hour. But I'll give you the quick details. This guy, John Ratcliffe, was a top intelligence officer in Trump's administration. And they're saying that a forthcoming government report will reveal evidence of UFOs breaking the sound barrier without a sonic boom and other difficult to explain phenomena. There are a lot more sightings that have been made public, he said. It just is too perfect for all the things that we've talked about all the time, and how I think our general consensus. Who is Stream Boss? Download. Okay. I think our general consensus and my thought on it always has been that, it'd be kind of arrogant to believe that with the magnificence of the expansiveness of the cosmos, that we would be the only form of intelligent life, for whatever our intelligence is worth. But it's just a matter of, will we ever interact with any of those other forms of life? It's kind of neat when the government has to, or is willing to give up some of the information that they have. It was probably just the Saiyans coming to conquer us. Social Mute says, I don't think they'll be subtle though, Social Mute. I think the Saiyans would be right up front about it. Come in here and just start whooping ass. BTG says, it's the aliens that are behind anti-vaxxers. They want us all to die off without alerting the Green Lanterns. All right, that's starting to make some sense, though. Salahadin says, y'all taking it too deep. UFO means undetected flying object, so it could be anything. No, it means unidentified flying object. If it was undetected, how would anybody be talking about it? And I'm thinking that you didn't get what was just read to you from the article about what the former muckety muck in that field said was forthcoming in the reports, that they weren't undetected. These were flying objects that were detected, and they don't have a reasonable explanation as to how they moved the way that they did. We always get one of those comments when we talk, the ones that make you go, wait, what? Personally, I have the opinion that anything about UFOs is the U.S. government trying to distract the populace from picking their pocket. I believe that intelligent life exists, just wants nothing. Well, a lot of people would agree with you there, Philip, that it always provides a quality distraction for the government at any time. I just think that, just with all the different things that we've seen over time, videos that have been taken, stories related by people that are otherwise very reputable. It just seems like, I don't know if certainly don't know that it's aliens in our atmosphere, if it's aliens having made contact or anything like that. It just seems like there's some stuff that is certainly unexplainable and towards that end worthy of curiosity. Who says, I can't believe the government is putting aliens in the water to turn the gays straight? Sweaty Sam says it could be anything, including aliens, right? And it's just interesting when when you have Navy pilots and Air Force pilots who, obviously that's their livelihoods is being up in the sky and seeing all types of air traffic. And when those guys are befuddled by something, when they can't make sense of how something moved in the air, that gets your attention a little bit, because these are people that would know that if something is unusual to them, it's probably something unusual. Rick says, "Stop thinking scientifically. I want to be probed. Probes are cool." Agreed. Tom says, "If there are aliens, I believe that they'll have different mindset to us humans. I don't think they'd care enough to even look for us, never mind visit us." Yeah, you wonder, Tom. It's almost, it's impossible to say what their motives would be, or what their end game might be. I think that's very possible that if there is life forms intelligent enough to have made the trek here, that they might see us and go, fucking boring. Or just not want to have interaction. True. VTG says, "Is it a bird? Is it a plane? Superman is a UFO." Well, not now, because now you identified him. You told on him, BTG. Nagasaki says, "Hello, Earthlings. Your favorite alien is back, and I crashed my spaceship, and here's my plan of attack." Tengu says, "Maybe it really is time for a first contact. In my case, I have so little human contact that humans might as well be aliens to me." That's not necessarily a bad thing, Tengu. Have you seen humans lately? It's not that bad. That could be a very valid point, Philip. There is intelligent life in the universe. It's intelligent enough not to get involved with us. Well, and that's the interesting thing too. If there are other societies in the cosmos similar to ours, you wonder what their evolution was like. Because let's be honest, the evolution of mankind has been about strife and domination. You have something I want, so I take it from you, and I'm going to punch you, so you punch me, so I'm going to get a stick and poke you, and I'm going to get a bigger stick and then poke you and tie a rock to the end of it and beat you with the rock, and that's been our history. And you just wonder if other life forms, would they have that same type of quality compassion? BTG says, "Humanity, if it lives, we'll domesticate it." Yeah, pretty much, BTG. We're, as humans, we are all about proving dominance. We will domesticate you and or eat you. Yeah, yep, agreed. Kwame says, "I think aliens able to reach other planets would have an interest in harvesting our resource. We have minerals that may not naturally occur on their planet." That's a thought too, because again, as Kwame says, we have no idea what type of biological situation they would come from. So it's very, very likely that we would have some resources with which they're not even familiar. And if that's the case, it come down. You got. All right, here's a question for you though. Let's say that some alien life forces have advanced far enough to have the technology to come to us. Obviously, that means their technology is far advanced from us. So then we automatically assume that they would have the ability to obliterate us. However, is it possible that a society has built that type of technology without being aggressive? Have they never bothered to create weapons? Is that possible? That they can get here, but if push came to shove, we could beat them with a bunch of 2x4s with a nail through them. I don't know. It just seems, I guess it's because it's all we know as a lifestyle. It seems hard to believe they wouldn't have weapons, right? No? Kaiser says, aliens, we come in peace. Destroy all humans. Or they might just come here to kill us, take our women and our precious metals. Moneymore says, now then, is killing aliens illegal? Are there laws? That's interesting, Moneymore. That's true. If the aliens just show up one day, I don't know. I don't think there are any specific laws, right? Because thou shalt not kill is not a law, it's a commandment. Laws get much more specific than that. Well, if they get here, we better start killing them quick then before we get in trouble for it. I get the UFO up my ass if that counts. Dragon Sphere says, Wolverine says, we don't need Whammo to awaken my master's aliens. Tommy says, the alien purge. BTG says, Earth resources would be easier got from asteroids. Yeah, certainly a good percentage of our resources, would be elsewhere in the vicinity in the cosmos. Yeah, that's true. And they wouldn't, basically, I think what you're saying is they wouldn't have to deal with us assholes to get them. Chrome says, any propulsion-based tech can become a weapon. A spaceship can be a bomb. Right, but I'm just wondering, Chrome, is it possible for a society to have progressed to that point of technology and not have created weapons? Created items to be specifically used as weapons, as a form of aggression. Mr. Badland says that's assuming they evolve with the perfect environment. Right. No predators or anything. That would also mean they don't fight between each other at all. I see it unlikely. That's what I was thinking too, Mr. Badlands. But what if it's an individual? Because I thought that same thing. But as you said, they don't fight amongst each other. What if it's an individual society? Well, yeah, because they still could be fighting on their own planet or their own existence, right? Yeah, I see what you're saying. I don't know, but that's what I mean. Is it possible for there to be that intelligent life and have it sprung up naturally and never have that aggression, never had a desire or a need to hurt, dominate, or kill one another? That's the core of the question there. Is that a possibility, I wonder? Tyler says, it's just a very good prank the government is pulling for April Fool's Day when they say it was a fake. Tengu says, I mean, the first thing we kind of invented was spears to make hunting easier, so I doubt that aliens don't have a history of making weapons unless they're vegan. Aliens coming here to ask us for a medal. It's just, it's fascinating shit to talk about. Again, just because you got to figure in the cosmos there is other intelligent life. The way I believe that all this occurred is how scientists have explained it, and the fact that we even exist is just, I was gonna say billions to one, but it's far more than billions to one. That we're lucky enough to, if we call it lucky, to have this existence. But given that, the odds of us finding, or another society finding us in the vastness of the cosmos, is probably as long a shot as that as well. Kwame says, you assholes are free labor. With governments being so secretive about the existence of aliens, I can imagine trade deals for resources in exchange for tech to have already been struck. Anything's possible. Anything. We need Goku. Yes, we do, Tommy. Yes, we do. Salahadin says, the interesting thing is that both science believes in aliens and most religion. Yeah, well, that's the thing. As I've always said, it'd be kind of arrogant to think that we could be the only instance in the entirety of the cosmos that created a form of intelligent life. Why would we think that? You guys agree? I mean, the ever-expanding cosmos is just, well, we can't even wrap our brains around the idea of infinity anyway. but it goes on forever. Streamline Funny says, if aliens invade, just show them goosh goosh and they will leave. You could be right, Streamline Funny, but there is another alternative there. What if we show them the goosh goosh and they're like, yeah, that's what we're all about. And we become the gooshies. That'd be bad, okay? I don't want to be a gooshy. Well, you get used to it, I guess. Lex says, I've read Stranger in a Strange Land in that they turn humans into Martians by starting a sex cult and fucking them to give them psychic powers. Wow. All right, so Lex brings up the next brings up the next moral dilemma. If the aliens show up and you can have psychic abilities, if you let one fuck you, are you getting fucked? I am. I want those psychic abilities. You just pretend it's prison. You just prison while you're getting it. Put yourself in that mode, and then your psychic ability? Yeah. Yes, please. Oink says, did they confirm aliens, or did they just say they found some weird flying stuff? Yeah, just weird flying stuff, Oink. That they're just saying that, Navy pilots, Air Force pilots, there's been a lot of instances where they've actually seen movement in the sky of objects that they can't explain. My boyfriend argues that debating the existence of aliens is comparable to debating the existence of God. I disagree. I think there's more evidence for aliens. Thoughts? Agree 100%, Shelby. Yeah. Again, just for the reasons I said, I think your boyfriend or maybe anybody with deep religious beliefs might make that argument, feeling that that the faith that so many people have that there is a supreme being, a God, is not proof of existence, but evidence of existence. I would disagree. I don't think someone's faith is evidence. Now, the other side of that coin, what we know of our solar system and now what we're getting to know even beyond with our technology, I think if nothing else, even if we're not 100% correct in the Big Bang Theory and how everything took place, we do know that there is some serious amounts, probably infinite amounts of matter out there in the cosmos. So that to me is clear evidence that there could be aliens, could be other intelligent life. I don't have any evidence that there is a God. All we have is people's faith that there is. I don't know if I explained that well at all, but yeah, I would disagree with that being a valid comparison. Andrew says, if aliens ever invaded, I think both sides would have to worry about disease and unknown viruses. Yeah, that's a good point too, Andrew. Yeah, you would. And you know what? Andrew makes a really solid point there too. That could easily prevent an alien species from landing here or interacting with us because, yeah, you don't know. That's true. Hell, any one of a number of things that are, an everyday occurrence for us could be death to someone else and vice versa. Well, look at those, you have the different tribes around the world that have never made contact with the outside world beyond their own little tribes and stuff. And like the scientists will tell you now, if people went in there or those people were extracted from there, they would just immediately die because their immune systems with all the things that we have created out here in our life would just kill them. So yeah, that's true. That would give them pause. The aliens be up there looking, going, ooh, let's go down there and try and get some of that human poon, whatever their definition of poon may be. But goddamn, we could get out of the ship and choke to death or something. So yeah, could be. Give the aliens COVID, Memento Mori says. Maybe they can figure a way to get rid of it immediately. Not have to go through all the process that we're going through. Janiac says, Janiac the Hedgehog, if aliens invaded, they're going to think we're really racist with all the different depictions in films. Yeah, yeah, they're probably going to come. You're not wrong. They're probably going to come here all pissed off. Like, what? Who the fuck said I look like a little green thing? You stupid. Could be. Shelby says maybe they'll have some kind of protection worked out, a medical shield or something. Well, it could be too if they're that advanced, Shelby. They may have the ability to have determined exactly what our planet is composed of and what they'll be up against. I guess that's a solid point too. The Dragon of Hatred says, if aliens invaded Space Jam style but wrestling, would you save us? Would you be excited for it? Yeah, fuck yeah. I want to work some aliens. Yes. I would be right in the front of that line to wrestle the aliens. Yes. Yes, I will, pal. I promise. Tengu says, if aliens came here, I doubt they would even be able to land to begin with. It takes a returning astronaut once a month to be able to walk again after returning home from a half-year stint in space. Right, Tengu, but we don't know what their makeup would be like. Their physical makeup. We have no idea what it would look like. So, just because something is difficult for us as humans, maybe it's a walk in the park, kind of, for an alien. Johnny says, yeah, I'd let an alien fuck me. Triple penetrate if you have to. I want superpowers. That's the way I am, Johnny. As I told you guys, from the time I was a little kid, my biggest passions were the old Batman TV series, baseball cards, and comic books. So all the comic books I read were superhero comic books. I wanted goddamn superpowers for 50 some odd years now. So if all it takes is me getting banged a little bit to get some powers, yup. Let's see. Sweaty Sam says, God without science is blind, and science without God is boring. Yeah, I guess to some degree. It's an interesting take. And again, I've told you guys over and over, I have absolutely zero issue with religious folks. As I've said, when it comes to religion and the existence of a supreme being and heaven and hell or anything else along those lines, I hope you guys are right. That's not my personal opinion, but I hope you are right. That's a hell of a lot more entertaining than what I see as the next step after life here, which is nothingness. Kaiser says, it seems some things in biblical revelation are happening. The Jews are planning to build their third temple. They finally made a red heifer, probably more. Give it 7-9 years for Jesus, probably. I don't know, Kaiser. I think one of the things we run into there are just so many things covered in the Bible. It's such an extensive work that no matter how things unfold, there have to be some things that are relatable. Don't you think? It's like I always said with Nostradamus. People always talk about Nostradamus and, God damn, look at it. Look how many things he's gotten right. Well, but Nostradamus made ridiculous, insane numbers of predictions. So with him, if you throw enough shit at the wall, some of it's going to stick. It's just a numbers game. And I think it's more the case there. It just that the Bible covers so much. I don't think there's any chance that we couldn't evolve and have some things resemble some of what's been said. Let's see. Tengu says, I don't think science and religion are necessarily mutually exclusive. Not necessarily. There's really interesting takes on the origin of religious belief in the Judeo-Christian value system by clinical psychologists. No, I don't think they need to, exist apart from one another. It just comes down to everybody's, personal beliefs on things. But no, I don't think they need to be mutually exclusive at all. I'm sure actually there are a lot of people that believe in God and also believe in the potential for alien life. Yeah, I agree with that. Tyler says, not really. The disease or virus would have to evolve to infect humans, like how their disease dogs have people can't get. Yeah, see, and that's the great unknown, Tyler, because we just, again, we don't know what their chemical makeup would be. Oh, but Jesus says, been watching alien documentaries with William Shatner. It's cool seeing you bring up UFO talk. Well, that's what it was, but Jesus. I just saw that article over the weekend about, how supposedly the government soon will be coming out with more details on the UFO encounters that they have documented. And we've had this type of conversation so often. I just thought it was a good time to revisit it. And once that document does come out, if it's anything interesting, we'll revisit again. Hi, says, sup, Nostradamus is that white girl who thinks she's psychic because she was worried she'd get mugged that one time. Then she's proven right when she does 5 years later. That's well put, Hi. Exactly. That's exactly the point I was trying to make. Right. It's like the old story about the guy, and he said how his sister went to his sister went to a fortune teller, and she came out all distraught because the fortune teller told her that she was going to die, and the comic says, and God damn it, 37 years later, she was right. Yeah. Matt says, would you rather live out the rest of your life on Earth or be taken away by aliens to explore the universe? You can only live max 2 more years if you pick the aliens. Ooh, that's a good one. Now, see, I have an answer, but it's because of my situation. I would have to take the boring route, Matt, and stay here on Earth just because I have too many people that I feel like I need to take care of and be here for. If I were more solo in my personal life, I'd be on that fucking spaceship so fast. BTG says science and religion have to be mutually exclusive or you all go to Hiffle. A priest told me so, since faith apparently requires belief without proof. Good old Hiffle. That was fun watching that again. Code says the reason why I don't believe in aliens is because of all those vacant places in space reserved for the future humans. We become so intelligent due to evolution, we need another place to live. They say, if humanity can survive that long, that a lot of scientists will tell you they believe that us inhabiting Mars is in the future. So they say. I mean, I don't think it'll be in my lifetime, but possibly in a lot of you guys' lifetimes. And with the technological advances they've made and how quickly they go about making them anymore, I believe that. Hi says, Christians at the least are very varied on their beliefs when it comes to science. True. Catholics are actually very accepting of most scientific theories, including evolution and aliens. Yeah, and they've evolved with that, Hi, which is to their credit. Which is definitely to their credit, because they didn't used to be. My mom was a Catholic from way back, but yeah, I agree. And as someone had mentioned earlier, I don't think those two things are mutually exclusive. I don't think that if you believe in the possibility of aliens that you can't be religious, and I certainly don't believe the opposite, that if you're religious you can't believe in the possibility of aliens. Sweaty Sam says, just like my wife, science and God I don't understand very well, but I love and find very interesting. Well put. That's well put. Simon Hobbs says, what happens if the universe is in a table leg? That'd kind of be cool, actually. And so our universe is contained within a table leg, and when that table has reach the end of its usefulness and we get tossed out into the dumpster, we all end up with Spaz chair. That little boomer ET is going to come visit us soon. Kick him in the balls. The little boomer. That's good, Gunner. Oh my gosh. I know most of you guys are probably too young to remember, but god damn, when that movie came out, it was huge. That's all anybody talked about that whole summer. If I remember right, if memory serves, that wasn't even supposed to be the big hit of the summer. The one they had all their bets on, all the money on, was Poltergeist. Am I thinking of the right title? The one with the little lady going and they're here on the TV. That was Poltergeist, right? That was the one that was supposed to be huge, and of course, at that time, E.T. became the biggest grossing movie of all time. Brian says the partnership NASA has with Elon Musk has catapulted us ahead of where we would have been without. I agree. Just watch Nat Geo doc on Mars. We're already training the astronauts that will go and set up colonies there. That's fascinating to me, Brian. That's what I had read, that scientists in the know, the real eggheads, have said that we'll colonize Mars. They seem confident of it, which I believe now they could have a confidence. They certainly have enough knowledge of Mars's makeup to make that case, I'm sure. Have you guys seen some of the videos of Mars? That was like a week or two ago. That the object they have up there now taking pictures, I can't remember its name, took. That's some fascinating shit. It's really good video. If you haven't seen it, look it up. Google it. It's really cool. Wolverine says, Kurenai tried using genjutsu on Itachi. Spoilers. Every time you mention that, the Wolverine makes me laugh. Remember how many months you got stuck with that as your screen name? Poor Wolverine. He was screwing around just changing his screen name consistently. And finally, they stopped letting him do it. And for months, he was stuck with his screen name was Kurenai. Kurenai tried using genjutsu on Itachi. BTG says, going to Mars, leave COVID to ravage the peasants. Simon House says, do you know there's no way you can have sex in space? Do you believe that the USA went to the moon? Yes. I feel very confident that the USA went to the moon. And I'm not sure what you're talking about with sex in space. You may have... Listen, if there's one thing that humans would figure out in a hurry, it's how to get laid in space. I don't think that would even present that much of an obstacle to our current scientists. Philip says, if we're going to be fucked by aliens, can they at least resemble something like Arab dancing girls? Like the Martian princesses and John Carter of Mars. I like that. Yeah, that's true, Philip, because as I said it, that I was willing to do it, to get some cool ability or something, I was immediately thinking of big, hairy, gross alien or like the Goosh Man or something. But you're right. Who's to say that they aren't? Oh, yeah. Like dancing girls? So you get that and some cool abilities? Nah, we would never get that much of a win-win. Yeah, BTG says you can actually have sex in space and involves strapping both of you to the bed. And when you think about it, BTG, straps on the bed, it's something that we've already conquered down here anyway, so it's not like we have to invent something new. I'm not sure your question, Sweaty Sam. Hell, what do you think the alien think of themselves or God think about that? I'm not sure what you mean. Johnny says, I'd totally sign up to go to Mars, but I'm quite fond of my daughter, so I can't. Yeah, that's where I am, Johnny. Like that earlier question. Oh, yeah, if I was given that option to go out on a jaunt into the cosmos, if it weren't for the fact that so many people here need me, yeah, I'd be going. Chrome says, all aliens look like the prone from Xenoblade, knowing your luck. Janiac says, Houston, we have a problem. You shouldn't have put the zipper on the front. Now my dick is trapped in the suit. Badland says, there is a place in space where everything is just gone. Complete darkness as if someone took a bite out of space. A theory that there is a huge advanced civilization occupying that space. Really? Complete darkness, someone took a bite of... I've never heard that before, Badlands. Really? Almost sounds a little bit like a black hole. Aliens should. Trevor says the aliens should ignore us at all costs. Could be happening right now, pal. If they're intelligent enough to have conquered interstellar travel, very possible they're intelligent enough to know better than to even get involved with us. Philip says, I'm too much of a homebody to go gallivanting across the galaxy as much as I would like to. Yeah, see, that's the thing, Philip. If it weren't for my relations here and my family here, and I would go, and you guys, as long as there's Wi-Fi, I would keep in touch with you guys. So I'd ask the aliens, hey, can you keep a signal between me and Susan just so I can talk to the gang? Timothy says, wait till we find out that all the hot alien women are futas. There's always going to be another shoe to drop, Timothy, without a question. Yeah, definitely always going to be. BTG says, if Mars and space really is real, the flying spaghetti monster put it there for us to plunder of treasure with our mates and wenches, ramen. Well, as you guys know, I am officially a licensed, what is it? BTG or Stream Boss. It's not priest, but, what's the word I want? I can perform weddings under the heading of the Church of the Flying Spaghetti Monster. Or a minister, that's what I was trying to say. I'm a minister in 2 different religions. Because Flying Spaghetti Monster, one of you guys put in for me years ago, put my name in, and I got that. And then I went to the most popular one online, when I actually did perform a wedding ceremony for a friend of ours. Nacho says, aliens would come here even if our planet itself is hostile regardless. Case in point, our genius selves want to go to Mars and Mars wants us dead. Yeah, Nacho. I think so. You got to think that no matter what the aliens' initial impetus for being here would be, at some point they got to be curious enough to land. You would think. Let's see. I want to. Social Mute says, I want to have kids on Mars so they can be Martians. They'll be, and the thing is, Social Mute, they'll have official citizenship. That's very important. Very true. Lasagna Man says, Weed Planet, anyone? You guys are fun. Brian says, the powers that be have fully given up on this planet when they put billions into figuring out how to get away from it, but you're still bringing along some of the morons responsible for this one going to the crapper. That's not a bad point, Brian. Yeah, so Brian makes a good point, though, too, in the respect that, because as we've discussed, the scientists will tell you that they feel confident they can colonize Mars, and further, as someone's pointed out here, they're already training people for that colonization. How do they decide who gets to go? Especially if things get extra dicey here on Earth. Then, I don't know. I don't think I'll live long enough to get to see that fuckery. But man, you guys are gonna be in for it. BTG says, why would they want to land if they've seen our reality TV? Good point. Or a single episode of the Kardashians should keep them away. Chrome says it's different from a black hole. With a black hole, we can see it because it bends light. In this spot, there's no matter or antimatter for some reason. That's pretty fascinating. I didn't know about that. That's kind of cool. Okay, Memento Mori, you got to answer a question for me, pal. I know you're talking to Turkey there. Is that a Memento Mori, your name there? Is that a character somewhere, or is that in relationship to the shop in Disney in Magic Kingdom? I'm just curious. I keep meaning to ask you that, and I keep forgetting. Not that it matters. I was just a curiosity thing. Rosa said, "Did you know that there's a 90% chance wormholes do exist and they can be used to travel through time? It's probably not outside of modern technology to set them at a certain time space point." You know what, Rosa? I've read up on that, and I'll be perfectly honest with you, it gets over my head in a very short amount of time. But then they say the only problem is, Rosa, even if that was possible, at least to their knowledge of it, you would only be able to send something through the wormhole that's at an atomic level for size. It was a while ago I read it. I don't remember exactly, but I thought that was the issue. Rosa says the only thing that is at the moment an atom enters, then they close, and you're trapped in literal nowhere. Hmm. That's fascinating to me. Yeah, wormholes are fascinating. I was kind of bummed when I read that. That they're like, yeah, we can do it, but we'll never get people through it. Lasagna Man says, imagine if aliens are so smart they put their minds into cyborg bodies so they can never die. Sure. Yeah, that's the kind of technology. I don't know if our science will ever actually go in that direction, but that technology I feel like is something that we could develop just in seeing how, the great advances we've made just in the past decade even. And obviously, as we've talked about here on a bunch of occasions, technology breeds technology because the technology itself gets smart enough to create or help create more and newer technology. So I could see us even being able to do that. Chrome says, of course we can colonize Mars. As long as you can create a sealed city and a power source, Mars will have cities in our lifetime. They'll be built in the side of mountains for safety from radiation. Yeah, that's what I mean, Chrome. I was reading up on that some, and the science geeks say, yeah, they're like, it's a done deal. They feel like they know they can do it. Oh, okay. I didn't know that, Philip. Well, I'm not surprised Philip would know this off the top of his head. He says, memento mori, roughly translated from Latin, means remember that you are mortal. That's kind of cool. I didn't know that. It used to be a popular inscription on gravestones. That's very cool, Philip. I didn't know that. I would have never even thought to look that up, to be honest with you. I just wrote, it means remember death. Oh, I'm sorry, Maury. I missed when you answered exactly what I asked you. Yep, remember death. Okay, I may even be wrong on that name, but it kept, when I would see you in here, Maury, it kept tweaking something in my damaged memory, and I think that's what they call the shop that is, let's see, what ride would it be? Right near the Haunted Mansion. It's not actually as you get out, but it's right in that vicinity. And I think they call it memento moris, but now that you guys have explained what it means, now I completely get the whole double entendre that they're going for with mementos, and it's a souvenir shop. All right, that's cool. I did not know that. That's very cool. I'm glad I asked. Certain culture individuals know it as a reference to certain YouTube channel. Oh, really? Oh, there's a YouTube channel as well, pal? That I didn't know either. Zeno says, my grandma always said, what's the point in God making a garden so big but only planting one flower? When it comes to aliens, I agree, personally. That's it. That's cool phrasing, actually. What's the point in God making a garden so big but only planting one flower? So there you go. Like Zeno's outlining there. Now there's his grandma with exactly what we're talking about. Obviously a belief in God, but fully aware that the likelihood of extraterrestrial life is very real. That's cool. I like that. Salahuddin says, do you follow SpaceX's Starship? No, I don't. Unfortunately, I probably should, but no, I don't. I'm fascinated with all things space and don't get nearly enough time to read up on it as I do. That's why this got me jazzed up when I read that. But the whole thing with Elon Musk and his SpaceX, that's fascinating to me. Chrome says, as long as life can form on other worlds, there's a chance that it'll become intelligent. True. Tools are important to reach our level. Multiple animals on Earth use tools, even more cause of human interference. More because of human interference. Yeah, I agree. And the thing is, that's what's fascinating about it, with not knowing exactly the circumstances in which this alien form took to life, we have no way of knowing what they'll be like biologically. Hell, I don't even know what I'm like biologically. I'm pretty sure I'm a mutant. Thomas says, love that stand-up vid yesterday, Curtis. Well, thank you. Do you still do stand-up on occasion? Also ever perform with someone on the same night you suspected to be an alien? Yes. Yes, I have. Both in comedy and wrestling, I have had those experiences. But thank you. I appreciate it. I am seriously thinking about, and I told the gang this right before COVID hit, and then it became a moot point. I am seriously thinking about going out and doing more stand-up. Yeah, I really am. I miss it. And I'm not getting any younger, and I think it's just something that I had always enjoyed, and I do find myself missing it. Timothy says, to all alien lovers, remember the Harkness test? I'm not familiar with that. Excuse me. But yes, it's weird. I think, like when I was young, I started in comedy. I was in my early 20s. And when you're a young comedian, your ultimate goal is to like someday be playing stadiums or, the big arenas like Madison Square Garden or something. And now I find as I've gotten old, I would like to stand up again. And the most appealing thing to me about it is to just play in these little kind of poorly lit corner clubs and bars with a little intimate audience that you really get to have a relationship with as you entertain them. That's what I miss. Rosa says, did you know that planets were named by Romans? Due to less population, planets were often visible at night. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. Less pollution, planets were often visible at night. Mars looks so frightening, they proclaimed it's the god of war's eye, overseeing all battle. Oh, that's kind of cool. That's very cool. That's great news. You got a talent for it. Well, thank you, Thomas. I appreciate that. Evan Show says, hi, dude. Have you seen the Assumption songs? Right behind? No, not familiar with that one either. Philip says, speaking of colonizing Mars, I watched someone play a game about it. They played as a Chinese colonization effort and went the Soylent Green route. I may spend too much time on the internet. Soylent Green is people. Oh shit! Is that a spoiler? God damn it! The Soylent Green route never works out well if you're on the Soylent Green end of it. And Philip Streamboss. Let's see. Chrome says, I actually think the 5 great extinction events on Earth was essential for intelligent life to arise on Earth. It supercharged our evolution. It kept upturning the soil so smarter life would rise. I think without it, it'd take a lot longer for intelligent life to grow because it forces us to keep adapting over and over again. That's an interesting take. Sure, I get that. I know. I'm sorry, Maury. I shouldn't have said that. It is a little too soon to be given spoilers on. Yeah, I apologize. Yeah, Phyllis says, not really. Soylent Green has been spoiled ever since it came out. There's always somebody there to spoil it for you. Tengu says, the fact that this universe we inhabit can actually be made sense of is, to me, some indication that something greater exists. Because, frankly, it would make far more sense for it to make no sense at all. That's fair. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, Lutz is going to hide Curtis now. Yeah, I think that's fair, Tengu. That it's certainly a perspective that I don't know that I would take, but I understand. A 300-second timeout for Curtis. What did I do? What am I getting hidden for? Come on, I'm a good boy. I didn't spam. Oh, that's right, for my spoiler. Yeah, I kind of deserve it, huh? God damn it. I hate that when I've seen something and nobody else has gotten an opportunity to see it yet. It's so hard not to spoil. God, shit. You want me to post a comment? Yeah, I'll see if we can do it. All right, let me post something aggressive. I'll put, hide this, bitches. And then Susan won't let me use the word bitches. Watch. That'll be funny. No, it's there. Let's see if you guys can hide it. Or time it out. ISIS, I banned Curtis. It's okay. No, it won't work. It won't let you do it. Can I even do it? Well, wait. I don't want to try it while you guys are still doing it. I want to make sure. You can block me? You can still report the comment? Let me see if I can do it. Oh, yeah. Even all I can do is remove it or pin it. I am the unhideable. That's funny. Luke says I'm gonna report him. And it wasn't hidden by Susan. Well, that's what I thought, Wolverine. After I wrote that, it's like, oh, that was probably stupid because Susan's gonna come get it. You guys won't even get a chance to. Zane the Cat and Zane Vlog says you're a great YouTuber. Well, thanks. I appreciate that. That's nice of you to say. Reported for child abuse. Well, thanks, Liquor Hole. I appreciate that. Who would have thought YouTube isn't that incompetent? Yeah, Lude. we should, yeah. We can never assume any level of competency from YouTube. Hey, Aiden, good to see you, pal. Aiden in the house, and of course I am watching in class. UFOs and aliens do exist. If I see an alien, I will pass him the peace joint. There you go. That's what we got. Aiden's not wrong. If we get the aliens, we should probably get them baked right away. Get them chilled out first thing. Yeah, I agree on that. I think that's a good call. Get the aliens baked a little bit. We don't need any aggression. Everybody can just be chill. Timothy says, Harkness tested a set of questions to see whether or not a species is screwable. Really? I'd never heard that phrasing before. I'm not taking it because I'll come up unfuckable. I know I will. I ain't taking it. Let's see. Janiac says the channel that used Memento Mori was called Unus Annus, a channel run by... Oh, okay. I didn't know about the Memento Mori thing, but Unus Annus, Spaz Kid used to watch that. That's the one that they closed, right? A channel run by Markiplier and Crank Gameplays. And the goal was to make content for a year and then delete the channel. Yeah, that's right. I didn't know Memento Mori was part of that. But yeah, Brax used to watch that channel. As soon as you said Unus Annus, I remembered him talking about that. Timothy says, human or greater intelligence, a proper form of communication language, sexual maturity, legal age for its species. Oh my. See, I don't have great intelligence. You guys have watched my communication dropping off the charts for the last few years. Hey Ed, good to see you, pal. Hey Curtis, got my second shot on Friday. And Saturday was kicked my ass. I had the sweats, chills, and shakes, and felt hot at the same time. Better now. Oh, good. So it was a day for you, Ed? Just a day? My second shot is a week from today. I will do my best when I get my shot next Monday. I will do my best to stream Tuesday. It will have, put it this way, it will have to really kick the shit out of me for me not to at least stream for a few minutes. Even if I have to come in here and go, I'm gonna fucking die. I want to do it just so you guys can see the carnage. Chrome says, by the way, update on Scotland's First Minister conspiring to falsely imprison the former First Minister of rape. She was cleared of all charges by a former SNP advisor, so she doesn't step down. Yikes, Chrome. I shouldn't take any comfort in the fact that as bad as and as fucked up as things are in the political landscape here in America, it seems like with talking to you guys, it seems like it's rampant around the world. Aiden says, by the way, I got detained by the cops on Saturday for going on a bike life ride out with 200 people. And we rode in the Roosevelt Field Mall and we did wheelies, so we got detained. For doing wheelies? Somebody a little oversensitive down there or something? Holy shit, Aiden. God damn. Get detained by the cop. I wish I was still in shape enough to do a wheelie. I don't give a fuck if they detain me all day if I could just have that level of coordination again. Sweaty Sam says that's why if we can figure out how quantum entanglement works, we can send something through a black hole or wormhole and inhabit read symbol itself on the other side through entanglement. Hey, I that fascinates me. But man, there's so many obviously unanswered questions about the repercussions of time travel. You know, the whole butterfly effect thing and everything. I don't. It's fascinating to think about though. Cthulhu says life's greatest joy, Monet. Oh, gotcha. Okay, I misunderstood what you said. He says no for riding inside of the Roosevelt Field Mall with 200 people. Gotcha. The way you said it, I thought you were saying a Roosevelt Field, as in it was an actual field. So I read it wrong, and I'm like, so you guys are out riding in what I assumed was some sort of park or something doing wheelies. I gotcha. Okay, yeah, for that you can probably expect to be detained. I retract my earlier statement. Hi says a manager at my job was arrested having 30 pounds of drugs. Told y'all my job was a front. Holy shit, for real, Hi? Holy fuck. Boy, that's gonna, in court, it's gonna be tough to make the case that was just for personal consumption. 30 pounds is rather significant. Oh man. Cool Whip says, hey creepy hunk. Willie says, what's worse, doing wheelies or doing willies? The vagina species says the latter. Oh God, this is fun, guys. Unfortunately, I gotta go. As I said, I gotta get out of here. I have to leave the house at 2:30 today. That's what. This really worked out okay because I was gonna stream Red Dead 2 today, but then this whole thing with the aliens came up, and we talked about it so much. I said we got to jump on that, but then it worked out for the timing anyway. I didn't have enough time to do a gaming stream. Thank you so much for the stream. And now, when that report does come out. And they didn't say exactly when, just that it was coming. But when that report comes out, if there is anything significant in it, if there is anything interesting in it, we'll do another one of these streams. Because this is a blast. I just enjoy talking with you guys in general and talking about this stuff in specific. Hell, I even learned cool new things. Now, the whole Memento Mori thing down in Disney, now I entirely get the joke. It took you guys, I've been down there how many times, and now I finally get it. I'm going to be all happy next time I'm there. I'm going to buy something from that shop just because I get it now. I'm outside, wasps outside. I'm in danger, Cthulhu says. Well, get the hell inside. Guys, thank you very much again for hanging out with me. You made my day, as always. And it's Monday. This sticky stuff is like, but the sticky stuff is going to be not quite as depressing. Because as I said, next Monday, I have to get my second shot. So this Monday's looking at next Monday going, God damn it, I'm just glad I ain't you. So this Monday actually has a reason to be a little bit pleased with itself. So it's unimpressive. But as Monday sticky stuff goes, it's on the top shelf. Here comes Pampu Pampu. Sticky stuff for you. 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 See, you regulars are going, yeah, this sticky stuff is, yeah, this almost seems like a Wednesday. It's not that bad Monday stuff. Because we'll bang, okay? Flashing like Buggy. And as always, most importantly, even on every Monday, goosh, 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 goosh. Goosh.